The following podcast contains spoilers for the book chosen and may include spoilers for other books in the same series. The participants of this podcast have also been drinking a lot. The participants of this podcast are professionals and did not drive home until sober. Please, drink responsibly.
You're gonna puke.
Read! Drink black! Ouch! I'm trying to read.
Can't reach it. That was a bad idea. Welcome to Blackout Book Club, the podcast where we read a book, drink too much, and try to talk about what the fuck just happened in that story.
Now in video.
Now in video. You can see it because I did my hands.
HD.
That's how I know. Still audio though, also available on iTunes and other such areas. Today we read Tom's book, but before we get into that, who the fuck are we, friends?
Well, who are you?
Well, I am sardonically inquisitive Tristan Walsh.
I'm Thomas Hall.
I'm James Francis.
And I'm, gosh darn it, Tom Jacob.
Hey!
All right, Jacob changed his name to Tom Jacob. That's
Tom
good.
Jacob.
Because
J.
I took a poll and
Gosh
people
darn it,
like
Tom
Tom
Jacob.
more than you, so
That's
it's
not
good
true.
that you're taking that up.
Slowly I will just become Tom, and the transformation will be complete.
Take my face.
All right, boys.
Face off.
The fact of the matter is, we drank a lot right before we started
Yep,
this,
as
and I'm
always.
kind of
Yeah.
curious because I see some things. Yo, what you drinking?
Well, I'm
Jake, no, Tom,
No,
shut up.
sorry.
I want Tom Jacob to
Tom
start.
Jacob.
Tom
Sorry.
Jacob.
Gosh
Tom-
darn Tom Jacob.
Tom Jaking. Should I leave?
Yeah, just go lay down. You've had enough. You're at a level.
I was drinking much more interesting things before we started the podcast,
Swearsies.
but right now I'm just drinking some Red's Apple Ale.
What were the What were the interesting things before we started the podcast?
I had some
pee. It was urine. It was super weird.
He's drinking pee-pee.
yucky.
Gross.
Jay Fran, what are you drinking?
Do you want to go J Fran or Jam Fran? Because I know it depends on the group on what you go
James J. Fran Francis.
Yeah.
I honestly don't care. I acknowledge both nicknames.
by. I'm going to
I
call you
appreciate
whatever Jake doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it
So like
confusing.
the
Okay.
opposite.
Alright, yeah.
Because Jake Tom and Tom Tom are different
Yeah.
Toms.
You haven't met Tom Jake,
Well,
have
I'm
you?
going to call you super cool guy. So
Ooh,
I'm gonna
I
call you
like
J.
it.
Fran.
Okay.
All right, what you drinking then?
Well, right now I'm drinking Fade to Black.
Fade to black.
It's an exported stout by Left Hand. It's an 8.5% APV beer.
Why did you choose that one in
You
particular?
don't really need that though.
Was it just the-
5%? Damn, bro.
Was it the high ABV? Is that what drew you to it?
No, I love I love the brewery Left
Was it the
Hand.
black?
I also
Why did
felt
you like jizzing your pants when you said that?
How'd you see that?
Because I'm right
We're
here.
dark fans.
Everybody, look at Tom's dick. We're on
No,
video.
Stop.
I chose it because A, I love stouts, B, I love Left Hand Brewing, and I thought three of the name fit for the book we're reading.
That's true.
Smart man.
very
Smart
cool.
man.
Very
I
cool.
did not think that far ahead. So I just have a typical margarita and then a hard cider made by the Smith and the Forge.
Man,
What about
good
you?
work, bud. I have a Laguntas, the censored rich copper ale.
That's a German, right?
Very good
Sounds
beer.
German.
No, it's pretty Mexican in name, but American in brewing. It is brewing. It is a 6.7, so not as much as J. Fran's, but it's pretty good.
No
I
need
like
to
my hearty
compensate.
ales.
I can't remember the name.
Here's
No,
here's the
okay.
thing though. Here's the thing though. Tom brought us a special drink.
Seeing as
Which,
I'm
if you're on the video podcast, you can see covered in a paper towel.
Ooh, that's one of a very fancy paper towel as
Paper
well.
towel.
Now, our
It's
book,
French
50
towel.
Shades of Grey, I thought we should have fitting drinks. So, not only do we each get a screaming orgasm made...
That's
made-
the only kind I have.
Yeah, I don't
true.
think there's been one orgasm when I didn't just yell. Jacob can attest. We live in the same house.
Yeah.
Ah.
Not only that, but it's,
That's how I sound.
I made it with whipped vodka. Because I feel like that's fitting. And what are we going to chase it with? A shot of kinky.
Whoa, chaser!
Yeah.
I've never
So,
had kinky.
It's really good, as
never
opposed
had
to this
kinky.
drink, which might be awful. Oh, I'm gonna
thank you
spill
for
that
pouring
all
it all
over my
your
notes.
notes, you
That's
fucking
how-
dum
yeah,
dum.
That's what I wanted to do. It's
I just-
messy. It's all part of the
This is
effect.
horribly pink.
Oh yeah. That's
It's
what
like
she said.
Pepto-Bismol in alcoholic form.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's
Well, I won't tell you the ingredients.
So I'm about to shit my pants on camera, right?
Yes. Why do you think we invited
Well, at least we
you?
got it on
Ah!
camera. Yeah. At least we got the cameras activated this time, so you poopy.
Ooh, this smells good.
So this is the chaser.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Which is cool because it's like a coffee drink chased by fruit. So
Yeah.
It's, gonna be God.
It's a coffee
It's
drink
so
chased
bad.
by
Terrible
pink.
mix.
So
It looks
bad.
like
So-
unicorn
Salute.
piss.
So
So
guys,
we're
Salute.
wait, can we
What?
just follow this with your best screaming orgasm sound?
Yes.
Will you do that for me?
Sounds
I
good.
already gave it.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
That was
All right.
it?
Okay, ready?
Ah.
Yeah, ready?
Ready? Cheers.
There's a chaser?
I like it.
It's gonna be real bad chase though.
Oh, it's gonna taste
The
horrible. after
Ginky's
that.
actually really good separate. Not
That was
together.
really good.
Your face. Oh, no.
I like it.
I don't.
Oh, that's
Dude, I could totally do that again.
Ginky.
I would
Bam.
I would drink that not with that.
Not
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
not
yeah.
together, but they're
Oh.
good.
Separately,
They're so good
I'm
separate.
afraid to drink my beer now.
even together,
Oh.
I don't hate it like you guys do because I
Ugh.
love sweets.
If you watch the video one, you can see that I literally have a face of anguish right now. It is
Yeah.
awful.
I gotta
Me and
say,
Jay Friend, we're in this.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That's our new
Damn.
band.
that's quite bad.
Face of anguish.
I'm good.
Yeah, I need
Well, I'm
I'm
glad.
good.
I'm
All
glad
right,
it's
well,
over.
fuck you.
I need more beer.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over.
I
Anyway,
need legitimate
so,
beer.
This book that we read.
I
Yeah?
just killed half my.
50 Where did he go? Oh,
magician.
no. That's the magic
So
of
we read
cutaways.
Tom's book because he had the last pick and he
Yeah.
fucked up.
God
And
damn
what
it,
was his-
Tom!
What was his pick?
It was
Why?
50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James.
Jay Friend was so excited to be on the podcast and he was like, "What do I gotta read?" What?
Yeah. Honestly,
Fuck.
Yeah.
we've been going through our books like Hobbit. He's like, no. Harry Potter, no. Star Wars, no. 50
Yeah,
Shades.
it was
yes.
only the things Tom picked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's like,
would've-
the things Tom picked suck.
Well,
And it was like 50
I'm
Shades
the only
of
one
Grey.
who
He's like,
talks to him.
boners.
Me and James are roommates. Not.
Nah.
Got him.
We're roommates, poor rat.
Rat.
Christ,
So we
yeah.
read 50 Shades.
So we read 50 Shades of Grey, which
What?
you probably know because the title is, "Hey, we read 50 Shades of Grey. Black Guy Book Club, suck a dick." Why did we title that? Fuck you. Wah, wah, wah. I like doing that more. You're not gonna put it in post.
I'm
Try
not.
it.
All right. So
We're gonna give a summary.
what happens in this book?
Oh, please.
I can sum it up in
Summary
like,
master.
in like one sentence.
No,
No,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
going
There's
to.
there's slightly
There's
more
slight-
than that. There's like
there's
4
slightly more.
sentences.
So we're
Yeah.
introduced
It's
to a
roughly
character.
a paragraph.
Her name is Anna, also known as.
Anastasia
Anastasia.
Steele.
Woo!
Well,
We
Steel
meet her.
Grey.
Very beginning of the book. We're What?
Steel Grey.
I don't.
You don't
I
get
don't know
it.
either.
Over his head.
Just keep going.
Just
Oh
keep
my
going.
God.
Keep going.
Miss Steel Grey? What are you doing, Tom?
So
You're a
Miss-
fucking trash
so
person.
Anastasia.
X-Men.
Anastasia.
She got an interview.
Very beginning. We're introduced to her. She's super frantic. She has to go to an interview. She has to interview some man named Gray,
Yeah.
Christian Gray,
Who's this guy?
for her friend,
Yeah.
who is the leader of the fucking school paper.
Yes.
Right, in college.
Yep.
And she's like, "I'm going to do it for you because I love you, Caitlin Kavanaugh. You're the best." That was weird. She professed her lesbian love right at the beginning. Goes to the interview. Does
You're
the
gonna skip-
interview.
Oh, never mind, you're good.
Super weird. It's just odd. She asked him if he's gay. She didn't know anything about him because she was just doing it for a friend. Ugh.
Awkward interview. Electrical stupidness.
Electrical stupidness.
her
All right,
collapsing in
nailed
the-
it, Jacob. Goes back home. Gives the notes to her friend because she recorded all of it. Hey, thanks. I'm super glad you recorded it. I agree. Okay. She goes to work. She works at a DIY place.
Yes.
It's not that important, but that dude
It's like a
shows up
Home
again.
Depot, but
yeah.
but family owned.
I think it's more like a
Support.
Michaels.
Yeah.
What,
It's
is it
a
crafts?
Michaels
Yeah.
for DIY.
It's Home
Yeah.
Depot. It's
Yeah.
Home
Yeah,
Depot.
it's
There's
Depot
wooden
DIY.
ropes. Michaels doesn't have
true.
ropes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know because I worked at one. Hey, Michaels, what's up, idiots?
Michaels,
nerds.
2013.
So he shows up. He's like, "Hey, look at my pecs. By the way, I need ropes and some
Cable ties
and bondage things. Can you
And
get
tape.
these for me?
He needs the tape, the masking tape.
And,
I need things that are obviously used for bondage, but we won't mention that right now.
and she's like, nod, nervous. You're so pretty. Let's do
You
this.
sound pretty. I'll
So,
do anything.
She gets them for him. That's their meeting. Whatever. Some shit happens. Not important.
There's a photo shoot. Doesn't matter.
Photo
Keep
shoot.
going.
Not
Yeah.
important.
Not important.
It's
in the
literally not.
slightest.
Most
There's-
of the book isn't.
Most of it isn't. She talks to her friend Jose to take the photos. He's not really important.
he's not
Nothing
really
comes
important.
of it. He kisses her. Who cares? Like, really?
He just
They
wants
go
their
out.
pants.
They go out.
Yeah.
Super drunk. They were drinking
super drunk.
margaritas.
They go out to a brunch.
They go out to a brunch.
Just Anna and just
Mr.
Gray.
Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele go out to a brunch. She's like, I don't like coffee. He's like, I bet you love fucking tea, you idiot. Why do
He
you
nails it too.
Why
She
do you
loves
fuck
tea.
tea? She's like, totes, dev. So they drink tea and coffee. She's like, man, he's so pretty and shit, right?
Gorge. Totes.
Oh man, if you had to think of a pretty guy who fits Christian Grey's descriptive, who was it?
Oh, that fit. Brad Pitt, maybe?
Okay, so Brad Pitt's sitting there in the fucking.
It's Christian Bale. They have the same name.
But the hair color.
So,
What,
Jay
you never
Fred,
heard
what
of
do
hair
think?
dye?
Jay
You never heard
Fred,
of
who's
hair
your pretty
dye?
guy?
Tom.
So Tom's sitting there, and he's
Just
like,
kidding.
he's like, yo, you're so pretty and stuff. Also, by the way, we should hang out more. What? She doesn't want to. She graduates. Who gives a shit?
Nobody.
Her dad shows up, and he's like,
Stepdad.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Is
You,
that-
no,
is-
you
is
skipped
that Ray?
way too much.
what?
You
Yeah,
skipped
drop
to
it
the
in.
graduation, bro.
Yeah, who cares? This book sucks.
Didn't she already give it up by then?
Yeah, they.
He
yeah,
spoke.
You skipped a lot.
Well, all right. Fill
Jake's got,
fill
like,
in.
legit
All
notes.
right, so they have the brunch.
Yeah.
They go. They start to leave, and a bicyclist almost hits Anna.
Not
and
important.
He saves her.
Not
He's like,
important.
Not important.
You should keep away from me. I'm not the man for you. She's like,
And he throws her back in the road. And he's like, die.
Best way to get a girl say you shouldn't be with me.
Yeah.
They flock. to
Got
me.
her.
That's my
Yeah.
new Tinder
So
profile.
then he was like-
"Don't be with me."
So then he was like, "Lol, JK, let's go a ride in my helicopter." And
They go in the Charlie Tango.
They go in
Charlie
Charlie
Tango.
Tango. And he's like, before we talk about any of the shit of us being together, you gotta sign this NDA. She's like, all right, okay.
She's like, got it. All right, bye. She
done.
goes home. Then she graduates.
so she's no.
God
She's
damn it,
like,
Jacob.
All right, what's up?
She
He's
loses
like,
her
he's
virginity
like,
to the
I'm trying to
motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I'm
He's
trying
like,
to
all right,
That happens
no,
before the
no, that's Before
graduation.
that. You're
It does?
fucking wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
This is what
I
happens when
have
you
it
read a
written-
book in a week. You don't learn it.
I
You
have
don't
it written
remember
down.
anything.
3 days for me.
No, I have it written down. He's like, all right, you signed the NDA. Cool. I'm into bondage.
Cool.
But not. And she's like, what? And he's like, do you want a bone? And she's like, normal bone? He's like, yeah. And she's like,
Yeah,
okay.
vanilla bone. You
Well,
got vanilla
because-
bone.
because she's a virgin.
She's a virgin.
Whoa!
21 years old.
21?
Right?
She's a virgin.
So
That's
weird.
crazy, isn't it?
Jacob's looking at the camera. If you're on the audio podcast, you don't get to see his glare.
Meh.
So keep
He's
going,
like,
Jake.
I'm
You
gonna
got
take
this.
a
Glares acidly.
Boom.
Right.
Jizzed. Done.
Yeah.
Not a virgin anymore.
No. Which is weird because Christian doesn't do the vanilla.
He
bone.
doesn't. He's like, but it was cool.
That's
I
his
liked
least favorite flavor of ice cream.
You're different.
And he runs his hands through his hair.
it. No,
I want to run my hands through my
changing
hair because
me.
I'm Christian
Whoa,
Gale.
yeah, that's
another
Tom.
First, Miss Steele. Oh.
Then she graduates. Can we get to that now, or the blowjob
Sure.
first?
There's some more
Yeah,
banging.
you can skip the blowjob. It
Yeah,
wasn't that
banging,
important.
banging, blowjob.
Gray tells Anna
A
going-
for effort. Graduates.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
the blowjob.
There's shower blowjobbing. Gray used to be a submissive. Now he's a
Ooh,
dominant.
Mrs. Robinson.
To Mrs.
Miss
Robinson.
Robinson.
Here's
Just
to
some
you,
bitch that
Here's
Mrs.
to you,
Robinson.
Da,
Jesus,
da, da,
Da, da, da,
da,
da.
da,
Yeah,
da,
that's
da.
of birds fly.
Bang.
There's just more back and forth about the contract and negotiating, and then and banging like
Yeah,
throughout
a lot.
And
She
then-
graduates.
and then graduating.
Okay, so everything Jacob said didn't fucking matter.
No,
She graduates.
She lost her
Matters.
virginity.
Meets him.
Losing a virginity
Yeah,
kind of mattered.
I agree with you guys.
No, it
Well,
doesn't.
Jay
Hey!
Fran said it. He's our special guest, so I
Yeah.
agree with him.
All right, Jay Fran.
Also,
You win
Christian
that battle.
Bale, who is also Christian Grey, looks like Tom Hall.
Tristan, listen to this. Christian, I meant to say Christian, but I said Tristan. Tristan Gray, listen to this. All right, who did I say? Christian Bale. Christian Bale has the hair that he could run his hands through.
I could run my
And
hands
Brad
through your
Pitt
hair right
doesn't-
now. Look at that.
No,
That does nothing.
Woo!
Are you feeling it
I'm
down
so
there?
wet. My sex. My sex.
this is for later. She's graduating.
All right,
So she graduates. He shows up, introduces himself as she's not. No, her friend Caitlin Kavanaugh, who she lives with, introduces him as her boyfriend to her stepdad, which is kind of a big deal. And he's like, yo, why didn't you fucking say some shit? And he's like, I'm rich as fuck. Do you like fly fishing?
Yeah,
I love fly fishing.
Right? Fucking loves that shit.
He can swoon anybody.
Yeah, with his knowledge of fly fishing. So then he's like, yeah, I'm in with your stepdad, who you think of as your real dad, because your real dad died in the war. Training games.
Bummer.
Ender's Game. Boosh, boosh.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
And
Monopoly.
In the hunger.
So then she's like, yeah, totally. And then they go home and fuck again, probably.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
How many times did they do that in this book?
Where are
I can't count it on one hand. Like, we can say that much. She goes home, and she's like... Then she basically the next 6 chapters are I fucked him, now I'm having an existential crisis. I fucked him, now I'm having a crisis.
I love him. I hate him. I love him. I hate him.
He's the best. Oh my god, he sucks. He's the best. I'll never satisfy him. He's the best. My boobs are weird.
He's weird. Yeah, you basically covered like 8 chapters in a row.
Right?
All right.
And then she's like, then she moves out, gets a job. She goes and applies at a publishing house.
Small publishing.
Yeah, not
very
she's,
Who
small.
gives a shit?
Yeah, she wants to be in that indie scene. She visits her
like
mom.
Tristan with his
Yeah.
books.
Oh, look at me, dummy. So she goes to her mom. She's like, I'm going to visit my mom because my mom will teach me things about men because she's been married 4 times. She
Where at?
sounds like the best person. Georgia,
Georgia?
which is right north of
We
us
ain't
up here in
talking about
Florida.
Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah.
Wait, is this Savannah?
Yeah.
I thought she lived on the East Coast.
No,
Who-
it's Savannah,
yeah,
Georgia.
but she lives like 5 minutes
East
on the
Coast
beach.
is us, dummy.
Yeah, but she lives close to the beach.
Okay, she's in Georgia.
They
Right.
mentioned
So
Savannah
she like goes there and
multiple
she's
times in the
like,
book.
Mom, I think I love him. I
like-
have a Georgian
I forgot
accent
she
now.
developed the accent when she flew
Just out of
over.
the,
Yeah. And then
Just
she's
out
like,
of the blue.
well, I am your mother and I love you. And did he make you go first class? That's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
He buys you so
he,
much.
He bought her a laptop that hasn't been released. He bought her
a
all this
laptop,
crap.
And she's
a
like-
Blackberry.
Yeah.
A Blackberry.
Blackberry,
Blackberry.
yeah. In 2011.
That's something else to talk
Still.
about.
Yeah.
We're getting discussions, J
Sweetheart.
friend.
Sweetheart. He likes you. You should talk it out.
Babies. He
Talk
loves
it
you.
out.
Let's go to the
Then
bar.
he shows up.
Boom.
Oh,
He's there.
I'm in Georgia. Because you said you wanted to be. We have a lot of conversations through emails on the Blackberry I bought you. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh,
And
whoosh.
the mean machine.
And the mean machine, which is the computer. We'll talk about that in a fucking second.
Dude, 1.5
So
gigs.
they have a fucking conversation because her mom and Anna's mom tells her, "Follow your heart, you dumb bitch," and she's like, "Got it, all right." So then they fuck.
Again.
Then they fuck.
Again.
And then she prods into his fucking personal life. She's like, "Yo, tell me some fucking shit, idiot."
And then they
I've
fuck
only known
again.
you for a week and a half. Tell me your deepest, darkest secrets.
Tell me about Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah, Mrs. Robinson.
What is she to you?
And he's like,
She's cool, lol.
"Yeah, I like her. You know that Simon and Garfunkel song? It'll be referenced later. She's real sweet." Jacob threw a thing. Wah, wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah, wah.
Nice.
Ah, it hurts.
So then they fuck
You're
again.
not a good submissive, Tom.
Yeah. So then they fuck, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm super weirded out by the whole thing." And then he's like, "No, don't be. Let's go gliding." Then they go
no.
gliding.
And she's like, I think I love him. I've known him 2 weeks. I think I
Yeah,
love him.
I think I'm in love with him. I've never
know.
loved anybody before, but
I've
definitely
never
this
been
guy.
attracted to anyone in my life.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to this man. I love him.
Which we'll talk about again later, but yeah, she says she's in love with him. All right, we get that.
No.
Goes gliding. Most romantic day of her life. Fucks him, leaves, whatever, goes and hangs out with her mom. Oh, he's super upset. He has to go do
so brooding.
special.
Something that came up.
Yeah,
some
he's
bad business
Christian
thing.
Bale Batman. He's
Christian
so
Bale.
brooding. He's so brooding.
It fits.
Goes home. She's like, I can't wait to meet you again. Goes and meets him. Oh, wow. They fuck again.
Yeah.
We're so interested.
Every
More
other
than
chapter.
once.
Yeah.
Multiple
boners,
bangings.
Boners.
Multiple
then she
bangings
continues
without rest.
to pry into his goddamn past.
Yeah.
Because she can't let well enough go or wait a month into a relationship.
Even though he's told her more than he's told anyone
Yeah.
ever.
He's like, I've
And
told
she's
you
like,
more.
not enough.
And she's like, bitch, I've never been in a relationship. What's up with this, though? It's like, you should have figured this out when you were 13. Stop with this shit.
No, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
she's like, I don't like you hitting me, so you should hit me really hard.
Yeah, she's like,
Show
hit
me how
as-
much it can hurt.
Yeah.
Right? She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
she's like, belt the fuck out of my bottom, and he's just like,
All out.
yeah,
100%.
100%, I'm down. Belts her, and she's like, wah, 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 I'm sad, and then it's over.
She goes home, hugs the balloon, which
Yeah.
is never mentioned,
She's
by the
like,
way. By
No,
the
no, it was mentioned like
It
once.
was delivered with the bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we never mentioned it.
We didn't mention
Yeah,
it.
no,
She
we
hugs the
don't care.
balloon,
Yeah.
falls asleep.
Not important.
End of book.
Okay.
Worst
End
ending.
of book. What?
Terrible.
Whoa! That's
Okay,
the end.
he hits her too hard. She goes
With
home,
the belt.
breaks
Yeah.
up with him, goes home, cries. The end. That's
Yep.
the end of the book.
Yay!
This wasn't written with sequels in mind. No.
No, not at
There
all.
are 2 sequels. As it stands of this recording, there might be more. We don't know. We didn't read them.
I don't
The
want to
fact
read
that this
anymore.
movie is getting a theatrical release, or this book is getting a theatrical release. I'm like, what the fuck?
We'll get to that. Don't you
Yeah,
worry.
we're about to go into discussion, idiots.
Yeah. Anyway,
Whoa.
Yay!
Wowsies, zowsies. So that's how the
Yeah.
book worked?
Yeah.
I bit my cheek when I said that. It hurt.
I want to bite
Now we
that.
get-
Don't you bite that
cheek
cheek.
yeah.
Don't. You know what it does to me.
Fucking
I'm
nailed
biting
it.
the shit out of my cheek. Fuck me, idiot.
You know what that reminds me? We should have another shot of kinky right now.
I
I'm down.
will. I
Do
will.
it.
Because
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm stupid. But now we're going to discuss shit.
Discussion.
Discussion.
All right.
Yeah.
Give
fuck.
me-
When I started this podcast,
Oh,
I
shit.
wanted it to be about the themes and symbolism
Yes.
in the book. What
Symbolism?
was there in this book?
Non-existent.
All right, almost
Porn!
non-existent. Yeah, it was basically porn and bad.
Porn for females.
Yeah.
Batman porn. I feel you.
So we're
Most
gonna
women didn't even like it.
yeah for
wow.
I
Jake
disagree
knows
with
'cause he
that
asked
one.
his mom.
I've talked to so many girls that
Did
enjoyed
your
it.
lady like it?
She did.
Oh.
yeah. Jake's mom didn't, so he knows.
I'll shut the fuck
Oh yeah.
up then.
That reminds me. James listened to an audiobook with his girlfriend.
Thanks for cheering with me, Jake.
wait for
You
me.
fucking cunt.
I have bad luck.
Cheers in a sexual way.
Clink,
Cheers.
clink with Jay Fran, our
Cheers
special
to
guest.
that.
Yeah.
Fake drink.
Whoa.
You
Citrusy
jumped
as
the
That's a
gun.
shit.
name.
I'm just so excited.
How was listening to it with your girlfriend?
Let me say it. Put ideas in her head.
Was there? Was
Yeah.
Steamy.
some
I like it.
Some extracurricular boning?
Oh.
He
I
started
plead
out
the fifth.
smooth and then went right for
Oh.
it. Not
Good.
me. I'm
Hey,
alone.
at least this book helped one of us.
Yay.
Like Christ.
How was it listening to your audiobook, Tristan, with your
Yeah.
girlfriend?
You also listened to it with Tristan for a couple seconds.
Okay.
By Tristan, I mean Ian.
Yeah. You didn't mean Ian. What are you saying?
Ian heard seconds.
So
of
what
it.
I did is a couple of chapters. I was busy. I couldn't read the entire book just sitting
What
down.
were you busy doing?
So washing dishes, actually.
This is
putting the
how
dishes
you wash
away.
dishes, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
We listened to ours
Whatever
on the way
Tom's
up to
doing.
Universal
So I
a
was,
few
I was
times.
putting our dishes away, and I put the audiobook that I found on YouTube.
A free,
Probably a
a
mistake.
free-
Whatever
Yeah, probably a
audiobook.
mistake
Yep.
on like my power monitors that I have for recording audio and bands and stuff. So I'm just blasting it, and I'm just like, "Wow, this is very bad." So, but I had to finish the book for the podcast, and I'm putting the dishes away, and Ian comes home, and Ian just goes, "What are you listening to?" In his like weird smoker's voice, like it's super odd.
Like South Park style.
He comes home.
Uncle
He
Jimbo.
comes home and he's
No,
like,
not
"What are you
him.
listening to?" And I'm like, 50 Shades of Grey. And it's the part where she gives him fellatio.
which we will talk about.
Fellatio.
Layman's term for a blow.
Yeah, blowjob. He was on the blowy
BJ.
part.
B
Yeah,
to the J.
yeah. Ian showed up during blowy part while I'm like putting away dishes. I'm like, I gotta listen to it for the podcast. Okay, bye. And he's just like, this sounds super weird. And then like he was gonna go to his room, but he just stood there and like texted on his phone and went, "Heh, blowjob." Heh.
And then he went to his room and locked his
Felicia.
door.
Yeah.
He was gone for 20
And then I didn't
minutes.
see him. I didn't see 20
I don't know what
minutes,
happened.
1 hour.
There's crying. involved.
Marathon.
There's crying.
I love the
he
pornography.
didn't enjoy it. And when I read it out loud to my girlfriend Leah,
Yeah.
also was not appreciative. But I read the parts that I found offensive and like shitty.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was a
of it.
lot of murmuring.
Yeah.
And a
So-
lot of
A very important talking point that I'd like to bring up.
here it comes.
Sardonic.
Sardonic.
Flashback to Star Wars.
Sardonically.
Who uses the word 8 times?
8 times.
How? What is her vocabulary?
It's not.
No,
I did.
it's not. It's
I
a
did.
high schooler that
Yeah.
Googled like fancy words.
Here
and
you go.
Sardonic
Here you
was
go.
at the top of the
Tom, I'm glad you brought it up because that
Nice
leads into like
squeaking of
4
the
or
voice
5.
there.
8 times.
Can we, boys, can we all say first before we go deeply into this?
Yeah.
What was your opinion on the
Deeply.
book?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah, you start,
Can
Jake.
we
You
go into
start.
this book? Jake, would you read this book again?
No.
Would you read a sequel?
No.
Okie dokie. J. Fran.
I would not read it. I might listen to it again with the girlfriend present.
Oh, I like that. Would you listen to the sequel?
With the girlfriend present.
All
Only.
right. So he's
all right.
forced into it. Tom, you?
I would say I enjoyed the entirety of the book, but there were times when I was sitting there with my book on my bed, which is like, I was laughing. I thought some parts were humorous. And as for a sequel, no. But I want to know what happened, so I definitely look it up on Wikipedia.
I would do that.
And
I would
read
do that.
what
Yeah,
what
probably.
happens.
And
Because
me-
there's so many unanswered questions.
Yeah. And me, myself, do not want to read the book again. No. Would not read again.
No.
Don't want to go. I don't care about the sequels. Here's the thing. Normally, I want to talk about craft and symbolism and whatnot.
The
This
crust
was
of writing a
blatantly
story.
pornography.
That's for real literature.
Yeah,
though.
for real literature.
That's for-
But like after reading this book,
This
I
is-
came to the conclusion this book offered nothing.
This is poorly written smut.
It's poorly written smut.
This is
100%.
pornography for the female audience.
but
yeah.
poorly
And
done
it's-
though.
But
It's
who's
not-
gonna
Well,
com-
no. We
I
don't
wouldn't
know
say-
how they think because again, Jay Fran said he liked it. I only read it to my girlfriend in like the bad snippets, but like
no, it was-
I agree it was not done well.
Are you
No,
saying any
I
of you
wouldn't
would
agree with
complain about smut, though?
I have to
I don't
admit,
think- smut.
I'm not the best inquisit of
Inquisit and
of the woman's mind,
Yeah.
but just the way it is written is just poor literature in general. Hence,
I can
the
see
And
that.
that's why there's no symbolism, no themes.
no.
I just want to go into craft on this book.
yes, that is all. It's
Yeah.
either craft or just
Just
things
yeah.
that happen.
like
That's all we'll
how
be
it's written.
discussing.
And
We
because
gotta
Tom
stop
brought it
saying-
up.
but
because
then
Tom
again,
brought it
we're
up
not the
sardonically.
intended audience.
Sardonically.
Yeah, because Tom brought it up sardonically. It seemed like the author latched onto
Yeah.
words throughout the entirety of the book.
Yes.
And used them like 4,
Yeah.
5, 20 times.
Yes.
I wonder if they just kept a thesaurus in their
Yeah,
pocket.
Right. And
No,
they were like, these
I
words
like
make me
this
feel
word.
She
smart.
Googled it once, and then it was just like, that's all I need.
If she kept a
I
thesaurus,
just
she'd have
like
more words.
this one word.
Yes.
Let me use it multiple fucking times.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, seriously. Oh.
Now, can I say this real quick?
Yes.
Please.
To put this,
Brace yourself.
I started the beginning. The first 14 pages of this book, the word
This-
immaculate and the word sandstone. They never showed up again in the entirety of the story.
Good.
I looked it up. All right, she says immaculate. She says immaculate in the first 14 pages 3 times. She says sandstone 6 times, culminating on the page 14. On page 14, she says, the immaculate sandstone floor. And I was like, you piece of shit. I don't want to read any farther. I was
again.
so mad.
Never
I
again.
was so mad.
I had not noticed that.
While we're on the beginning of the book, she talks about while she goes to interview Gray,
Yeah.
the elevators, they travel at terminal velocity. For those who don't know fucking physics, terminal velocity is at which the point of gravity meets air resistance and friction and is the fastest an object can fall. That's not the fucking speed an elevator travels. What the fuck? Did you not Google it?
So Jacob was saying,
I'm so
Yeah.
fucking angry
so
about
like
that.
Jacob was
I
saying,
have a science degree. You fuck.
Of all the things to be angry about with
Yeah.
this book,
right,
that's
I'm
what
with
you
Jay
latch
Fran.
on to.
I'm with Jay
Basic
Fran.
physics is important to understand. Takes place on Earth. And you have to understand how Earth works.
Did anybody else think he was a vampire for a while?
No.
I
thought
wish
he was a vampire for a while.
I
that
wish
would have made the
was.
story
I
better.
thought he
That
was a
would've made it
vampire for a while.
interesting.
Yeah.
That would have made the story more entertaining.
How does no one else
Yeah.
upset about Terminal?
I didn't even
I'm
remember that.
not a science major.
That was
I'm an
such
arts
a
major.
minor plot in
Yeah.
the book. There
I'm a
was-
science major,
Yeah.
so that's and
You know,
I
they
and I
mentioned
do
it
video
once
shit,
and
so-
never mention it again.
But it still pissed me off.
You know what I regret? In a past podcast, a general podcast, we talked about FetLife. I wish we had read this book left so I knew more about DOMs and subs. So I
Tom
knew
wants
more
me
to
strapped
address.
down, by the way.
Did you write that you were either a Dom or a sub?
I didn't write anything because
Alright.
you wrote my
Let's
profile.
say all of you
Idiot.
have to choose either Dom or sub. What are you going with?
Dom, obviously.
I'm going sub.
Okay.
Not surprised.
Okay, a soft sub. I'd be a soft sub.
Does that mean you have a lot of hard limits?
Soft sub.
Basically, she's kind of. Basically, it just means she's a little rougher and impassioned. That's what I want. I want a girl that wants it. And is willing to take a little bit of control, but not like chain me down and beat the shit out of me.
No.
Just kind of impassioned.
So caning is a hard limit for you.
Hard limit.
Yeah.
Hard limit, a word used in the book.
So many
Tom's on
fucking
this.
times.
Already we're on this, like, all right, so I brought that up.
There's a
super
fucking
upset.
laundry list.
Super upset that she used the word so many times in the first 2 chapters. Not even by chapter 2, which is page 17 in my book. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I have the same
But
book.
like,
I don't know.
like I said,
Where the fuck is my book?
Kindle.
It's under this piece of paper.
I said, yeah.
Here it is.
He held up a book, idiot. Like I said, by page 14, she said sandstone 16 times, and she said immaculate 3. No, I'm sorry, sandstone 6 times and 3 times for immaculate, which for 16 pages is too many fucking times.
That's a lot of times.
I've never used immaculate in my daily vocabulary.
Exactly.
Everly.
You just used it.
She wrote this. Okay. She wrote this
I was
book
being
like she was
ironic
trying
about it.
to write.
He just
a
used
college
ironic.
essay.
Right.
That's what she was doing.
It was like she had
When
a
you write a
thesaurus
book,
on hand, and she's
when-
like, "Let's do this."
When you write a book, you want to write it like a normal person thinks and talks.
Right.
She wrote it,
Which
like,
I want to bring up, which is my next point.
Yes.
Which is by the time I got to chapter 2, which is on page 17, 3 pages past, she just like adjectives the shit out of things.
Yeah.
Which I have
Terrible.
right here.
What,
Yeah.
give me an example.
I'm free in the bracing, cleansing, damp air of Seattle, period, raising my face, I welcome the cool, refreshing rain, I close my eyes and take my deep, purifying breath, trying to refer the what's left of my equilibrium. Like, that's too many descriptives and adjectives
I get
of
lost.
the world.
I get lost.
right?
I can't feel my face.
I can't feel your face. Oh,
No.
Jay found that.
Nothing. Jay
Right.
Friend slapped him. He doesn't know what's going
Yeah.
on.
Being a guy. All right, did any of you? I literally laughed out loud at 2 points in particular. First off, when he said that, I want to bite your lip, and then in the I don't make love, I fuck hard.
That was funny.
Before I got used to it, and then I was like, this is the whole book. But literally, when I was reading it in bed alone, I was like, I laughed out loud, literally.
The
Like,
first one, I was like, whatever. The second one, that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
laugh out.
I was like, wait, this is for real?
Let's
This is a book?
preface before we just completely destroy this. We have no ill will towards the author or the
No.
book.
No.
I can't say I didn't enjoy
is
reading
just
this
our
book. It was
opinion
entertaining.
about how
Yeah.
it was presented
Yeah.
in a literature.
It was an
But
entertaining
then
book.
again, we are not the
We're not the demographic.
We're not
No.
the ones this
We're
book was
for-
written for.
Yeah,
We're-
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
100%,
Which
Jay
is why I
Friend.
chose it. Because
Yeah.
I thought it'd be hilarious. to
It's
listen to
not
us talk
for
about it.
us, and we're about to shit hard on it
out
because
of
it was
alcohol.
not for us.
All right.
Ah, you don't like cider.
So, who else-
You don't like
So,
stouts.
can anybody tell? I hate things. I mean, we do it on our podcast. I hate things that date themselves. Who the f uses a BlackBerry?
Okay.
Can we talk about
I
that?
just got real excited.
Please. This brings up a point that I wanted to bring up real quick. Was the amount of brands.
Yep.
that this book brings
Apple,
up.
BlackBerry,
Okay.
Audi.
No. I wrote it down, motherfucker. I wrote
Tell
it
us
down.
all the brands. Tell us the brands that we use.
All right. NyQuil, Tylenol, Nikon, Amazon, Advil, iMac, iPod, Audi, iHap, Nikes. Just to name a few, motherfucker.
Just to name a few.
thought you were gonna go-
That was over 10, right?
Which? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was 9.
Well, no. It was,
I counted 9.
I'm sure
from
they
the
went over
list.
9.
Yeah.
Still way too many.
How
For a
many-
book,
How
yeah.
much money did they get from that?
You
Product
know what?
placement in a book? Anyone?
None.
None.
Almost none.
For the first one,
she's
probably
Just
not.
a darn fool.
Yeah, it feels like she didn't get money out of it. She was just saying it to like try to like connect with like how the audience understands it,
Maybe hopefully get it money?
and then maybe lead it to money. But it just seemed unnecessary and weird. She could have just said like, "Oh, I got a really nice computer. I put on my running shoes." But no, I got a really nice iMac. I put on my Nikes. God,
Do you remember
Dang.
the specs
Michael
for that
Bay,
laptop?
anyone?
Yeah. Do you remember the specs for that laptop? Was that-
16 gigs of RAM. I don't fucking have that, and I edit video, motherfucker.
Today you don't have that. This
Right?
was 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was in 2011.
And that
I don't
leads
have
me-
that now.
I
And
don't-
that leads me right
And I
now.
repair computers for a living.
Yeah.
and
Right?
It's
You don't-
very
60
rarely that I
bucks.
fucking see that.
And that was the
yeah.
thing. And that was the thing I wanted to bring up. Okay, can we just say this real quick? She was a fucking college student and didn't own a cell phone or a goddamn laptop
In 2011.
We had them in middle schools. We had laptops.
Exactly. I had that in fucking freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what was going on, but I had a fucking laptop.
And they gave us a laptop to use to take home.
Yeah, and she doesn't know how to fucking Google shit. Oh.
No. Oh! She doesn't own a laptop. She doesn't own a fucking phone? A smartphone?
Right. That's silly.
Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking poor, and I own a decent smartphone.
Yeah. You own a decent smartphone. We'll call that.
She doesn't own anything.
Yeah.
No.
A BlackBerry.
She doesn't
I can tell you.
A BlackBerry, which no one likes. No one wants it.
No.
Unless you're an 80-year-old man, because I
Unless
still
you're
deal
like
with that
unless
shit.
you're like a businessman.
I don't know if you guys know him, Lee Dixon. He's been on the normal podcast before. I won him his first cell phone in 2006 in a game machine at a bowling alley. And in 2011,
And
she
that
doesn't
was
know what a cell
better than
phone
this
is.
bitch had.
Fun fact.
Sorry to be derogative.
For
I was
reals.
super upset about this book.
Blackberries are great
We love
for
women.
email and email only. Anything else?
Which,
Get a fucking Android or
Tristan
iPhone.
and I love women.
We're super big
there's
fans.
plenty of email in this book. We
Ooh.
skipped over it.
How
in
many
the,
chi-
in the
If
in
you
the
cut
rundown.
out, if you cut out all the emails, you probably would lose 100 pages.
Yeah.
Thank
easy.
God. Those just blew by pages. I love the emails.
I love the emails.
Yeah.
I love
Love the emails.
Except Tristan and I both didn't realize there were titles to
100%.
them. So like
Yeah,
halfway
the
through
titles
book,
of the emails, it was like,
which made it
what are
way
you
more
doing?
entertaining.
And they made way more funny.
Yeah.
You should listen to them on an audio
I'm
book.
sure it was
Oh my
amazing.
god, it's hilarious with listening to them.
I want to listen to it.
Okay, real quick, I have to bring this up. There's the point where Christian shows up when Anna's hanging out with her mom.
Yeah. Oh, in
And-
Georgia.
Yeah,
Joe?
that they're at
in
the
Georgia.
same hotel
In
that
the
they
same
happen to
hotel.
be drinking at.
Coincidence,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Whoa!
And her mom is all like, she turns into goop in front of Christian, and she's like, "Oh, she's so hot." and in her subconscious, she thinks, "E tu, Brute."
And Brute.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so fucking clever. I put the most famous fucking line in Shakespeare's literature
Right?
in all of fucking history.
What
I'm clever.
What play is it from?
What?
What play is it from?
Caesar.
I didn't know that. I just knew the quote.
I fucking knew that.
I didn't know that.
You knew, but as a layperson,
I did
who
knew it
does
as
not-
a tu
who
brute.
knew- Who
I
knows
did.
literature? No way. You still knew the fucking
Yeah,
quote.
yeah.
Ooh, clever. Ooh, I'm drunk. By the way,
Hand motion.
don't be mad
That's
at
the
me.
point of Blackout
You
Book
need
Club.
more beer.
Yeah. But we're going to
I
keep
don't
going.
think I do.
All right, let's keep trudging.
All right, I want to... Do we want to keep
There's so
going?
much!
No. Do you guys want to keep shitting? Because I have a couple positives that I want to go over.
Wait, I still have
no,
more
no,
to
no,
go.
no,
fucking
no,
positive?
no.
I have two
All right.
positives.
There's
Keep going.
symbolism. I have one.
Here it comes.
There's one symbolism
Actually,
in
I
this entire
have a
book.
positive myself.
Icarus flying too close to the sun.
Yeah.
Which she brings up like 3 times. She's
Yeah.
like, Anna's like,
More
I
than
feel-
3, more
yeah,
than
more,
3.
Yeah.
More than that. And it's like,
Probably
I feel like I'm
thousands.
Icarus flying too close to the sun. And then there's the part where they're in the glider flying, and she's like, I'm Icarus again. But Christian is with me, guiding me, not burning me.
The
She
Batman.
fucking crams
Yeah.
that down our throats.
Yeah.
She
I
could've-
like is the
they
hand
could've-
symbol.
They could have just.
Fist.
Yeah.
Probably
Which is the hard limit.
There's
You
probably
can't
going to be
do it.
fisting
No
in the
fisting.
future books.
No fist.
She could have just like let it slide as subtle imagery
Yeah.
and symbolism, but no, she has to fucking cram it down our throat like a
right.
fist in a butt.
Well, the
Speaking of in the butt. So are we led to believe that Christian took it in the butt one time? Because he said,
Yo,
hard
he
limit
kinda
and
did
he's
say
like,
it. on my
you
thing.
wouldn't
He
be
did
surprised.
say it.
It's not
Yeah.
that bad.
It's not that bad. And he's just
he
like,
take
He
it?
shaking his
he
hand.
enjoyed anal pleasure.
So he took it, right?
I mean, like, I don't know
All right,
either.
you took it. All
We're
right.
all on the same point.
I'm
He said
thinking-
that, and we went.
Totally did.
I'm thinking he
Probably
did.
with a strap on.
We
Yeah.
did not read the second or third books, only
Nope.
the first book. We think Christian totally took it in the butt.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm thinking he
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
I'm thinking he did.
What
All
other
right.
things
I would
did
not
Because
be
it's
surprised.
like he says that with a wink.
But
he's
he-
like, oh yeah.
He did
it's
say
not
he
that
never
bad.
He did say he was never with a man, though, but he
Yeah.
probably took it from a strap-on.
That's not saying that Miss Robinson didn't go hard.
Anal beads
Yeah,
or something
dude,
like that.
Mrs.
Miss Robinson
definitely
probably went hard.
10 years, or was it 8 years? How many years did she have?
it was
Six. 15
6
to
to
21.
19.
Yeah,
Like
was
15 to
it 18 to
21.
I thought it was 19.
Was it 19?
I think it was 15 to 19.
You're definitely going to get some anal in there.
I thought it was
somewhere.
21. It doesn't
Over
matter.
Over 4 years, if you're not doing anal, I mean, like, what's your life?
Seriously.
This is important. This is important. This is important from just a writing standpoint. When Anna's hanging out with her mom, she's like, "Honey, men speak literally," and this is like, and she's like,
That's so true.
Whatever he says, he means.
Yeah.
And this is like a massive revelation for Anna, and she's like 21, 22-year-old adult woman, and I'm
Who's
like,
never had
you
sex.
Yeah.
fucking didn't know that men say what they mean.
That is a
What
positive.
the
This
fuck?
Well, here's the
This
thing.
bed
This is
so-
a positive
Yeah.
to me, too.
This is
Tom?
a positive. I'm pissed about this.
No.
Well, it's very
That-
realistic.
It's
in that
explaining
regard.
that it's realistic.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's saying
That women
like-
don't understand
Yeah.
men and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, like, and that...
Women in the world, men, when they say a thing, they
They
mean what
mean
they
it.
say.
They mean
They're
it.
not
Jacob
being-
knows from
they're
all
not
his
being-
relationships.
They're not being crazy or hiding what
Well,
they
here's the
say.
thing.
Like
Here's the
a
thing.
crazy
Jacob.
lady.
Jacob, here's the thing. That leads into another positive that I had.
Go.
We at the beginning of the book, it said that she's a virgin before she bangs him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So we get to learn of all the sadomachoism. I'm sorry, I said that wrong because I'm an idiot.
Sado.
Sado.
Idiot or
Machoist.
Yeah.
Flex.
Macho. But like, along with her, like she doesn't know anything, and we don't know anything going into this. Assumedly,
As someone who doesn't know
Yeah.
anything, also it
We're
helps.
in-
It helps us.
and it helps make the character that we're associating with more like realized when
Okay,
we're reading the rest of
okay.
the book.
All right.
And that was probably the strongest thing I saw in the entirety of the book.
You know what? I agree.
Yeah. The rest of it,
Yeah.
pretty much poopy. But like that fact, I was like, that makes sense. All right, I'm good. Let's continue. And then unfortunately, I had to read the rest of the
Right.
book.
Yeah.
First off, I mean, I'm glad it's finally out there so that other people know how I feel. But isn't it weird that everything he does is sexy?
Yeah.
He can do anything.
yeah.
Well,
he can
I
do
mean-
anything and it's sexy.
I
when
mean,
you have that
it's
amount
the
of money.
idea.
Yeah, it's the money.
Money
it's just
equals
the-
sex.
It's
Yeah.
just the idea of like, just like, you know, she's attracted to him, and that's how most relationships start. You're attracted to someone.
I'm gonna
physically,
agree
and
with
then it leads
James.
To emotional.
Money equals sex. I'm
Money
gonna agree with
is-
James.
Money
Money is
equals
sex.
sex.
I'm gonna agree with
And
James.
those pants that hang off of him and that oh so sexy
What?
way.
What?
His damn hips! What are his hips doing?
I want those pants.
My man.
I feel like I'm fucking Seinfeld.
You
like,
want the
who
pants
wants
or
to
the
deal
ripped
with those
jeans?
hands?
Ooh, I kind of want the ripped jeans too.
All of them. All of my pants hang off of me. None of them are sexy.
Oh, sorry. This reminds me. There's the same thing with girls. Apparently, you can do anything if you're hot enough. There's the same thing with the girl scale. Like there's a scale, like this, and it's the hotter you are, the crazier they can be before it's
yeah,
acceptable.
yeah, totally.
Apparently,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same
Crazy
thing
scale.
with this. It's
The hot
same thing
crazy
with-
scale.
Is that from How I Met Your
From How I
Mother?
Met
Your Mother.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing with guys. Apparently,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know that, but apparently, it's the same thing.
Can I say before we go into it another thing that I thought positively of
Yeah.
the book?
Yes.
The first time I'm reading the first 3 chapters, right?
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
super upset just over the overuse of the word sandstone and
Yes.
immaculate,
Yes.
as I said. But at the end of chapter
of
3,
drinks.
she says, and for the first time in 20
Yeah. For the first time.
she says at the end of chapter 3, and for the first time in 21 years, I want to be kissed. I want to feel his mouth on mine.
Ooh.
That was the first time that this book was
gonna
not shitty.
I'd offer you
Where
that.
it,
For the
like,
first time in 20 years,
yeah,
I wanna
like
be quit.
that's
I
the
wanna
end
be
of a
kissed.
chapter, and it leads you, and it's like, oh shit, I could read the next chapter.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, it took 3 chapters for it to do something, but I was like, that's
Yeah.
decent.
That-
It
that's
didn't do
Try
it.
listening to the fucking book.
Is it bad? That's a good book. Is when you're like, I want to go
that's
right
the
into the
narrator's
next chapter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
that's a good
oh
book.
shit, why is she interested in him? And like that intrigued me. That was the first time the book did something good. It took 3 chapters.
He's got wild arms. He's got
And
crazy
Jacob's
arms.
crazing over here.
Please. That reminds me of a point.
Okay.
2 things that she monologues in her mind when she is no. We're gonna way
All
longer.
right.
Way
All
longer.
right, keep going. Keep going.
2 things
got, like, several points.
that an expletive in her mind when she's shocked by something. 2 things. 1, holy fuck. 2, holy Moses. They never say that she's religious in any way, shape, or form. That her parents are religious, or that her any husband that her mom has of the four. None of them are religious. She's not religious.
She doesn't go to church.
So why the fuck does she have the inner monologue expletive of Holy Moses? That's the narrator being Mormon and pushing that pushing that onto the character.
Wait, is she pushing it?
Now,
is she pushing it on the character?
I as a
You're skipping ahead a few books.
I gotta read the wiki for that. I'm not reading. I'm reading the wiki.
As a drunkard, normally am a button-down. See these buttons? Button-down Christian man.
Yes.
Yes. Holy Moses is not an expletive to a normal Christian.
It's true.
That's not anything. And Holy Moses, holy fuck.
Right.
Not gelling together whatsoever to even a non-religious person. And she never describes Christian's penis as his erection. She only says erection. She never says
right
penis.
In her belly. How tall is he?
She never says penis.
Always.
It's always right in her belly.
Cock.
Tom, how tall are you? Because Jay Friend said it was you. So
we'll hug later. We'll figure it out.
Anna's vagina.
Just talking about this.
Anna's vagina. Anna's vagina only described.
Grace Tom. So
Anna's vagina. Only described
his vagina.
As Anna's vagina. No, Anna's vagina.
Anal vagina.
Yeah.
Only described as her sex, never her vagina. Her
100%.
Or her down there.
She does say clitoris quite a few
down
times.
there.
Her butt. Only described as her buttocks, I think.
Yeah.
It never described as butt, ass.
No.
And she the only swear word she grabs for is holy fuck. That's it. She never grabs for any of the other ones.
She is romanticizing sex throughout the book.
Yeah.
That's fine. But in her monologue, she goes, "Holy fuck!" And then she's like, "He grabbed my sex, my buttocks." It's a
What
weird.
is
100%.
somebody's sex?
Right?
It's their genitals, but she could have just said my vagoo. You know,
My vagoo.
No, that's not.
my vagoo.
Vagoo.
That's my word.
Which I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up. I agree. She always said sex. She never said vagina. She never said like anything more vulgar than.
Oh no, she did say clitoris quite a few
She
times.
didn't say clitoris.
Okay,
but she never said.
Okay.
But that's a specific
He
part of a
circled it.
vagina.
He always circled
As
it.
a whole,
She never said like vag, puss. Fine.
No.
That's okay. But I want to say, it sounded like the main character, and I want to know if you guys agree with me on this. The main character was written like Ramona Quimby, age 8, from the book Ramona and Beavis, just as an adult, as just someone who wanted to fuck.
you have officially lost me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you lost me as well.
None of you guys read those books.
No.
Negative.
Ramona Quimby was a character.
She's from Scott Pilgrim.
No. That's from Ramona
Good
Flowers.
movie.
Nice.
Good book.
Huh?
That's from Ramona Flowers. Ramona Quimby was a book about like an aging adolescence at the age of 8, and she grew older, and she was like she had to deal with things like, you know, dealing with her kid sister.
Sisters
dealing with like growing older, her
Growing
parents,
old
shit
sucks.
like that. It
Parents
seemed like it was
suck.
the same fucking character, just now she threw the word "fucking" every 7 sentences, and was like, man, I can't wait to like fuck this person.
I
It
feel that.
doesn't work since you guys don't know what that book is.
No, I think
But,
you're
like-
the only one. Quick
Yeah.
question though. What was the first? What chapter? They like. It was very soft up until they said "fuck" for the first time.
I think the
When he
first
said,
fuck
"I
is
don't
when-
fuck hard,"
I think
or,
I
"I
think
only
the
fuck
first
hard,"
fuck is
I don't
when-
have sex.
When he talks, when I say I don't make love, I fuck, or it's when she goes into the first time she goes into the room.
And what is it like? Chapter 6 that
Something
they
like
first
that,
say
yeah.
that,
A
and
very
then they don't say it any
Yeah.
time. They don't swear prior.
A very short thing.
It's weird.
The whole
Yeah.
fact that like he constantly makes her taste herself, especially when she's bleeding, that's super gross, right?
Have you ever
I
watched?
mean, that's like
porn,
the
Tom?
idea of being a BDSM.
I don't watch that kind of. What kind of porn do you watch? What kind of porn do you watch? That's
I've
gross.
seen every type. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Porn
You
advice.
forget, I fix people's fucking
Yeah.
computers for a living.
JFriend at twitter.com. Hit him up.
I've
got all
seen
your
a
porn
camel
stories.
fuck
All right.
He saw a
Unnecessary. Camel?
a camel fucking comic book.
A camel.
Who's seen that?
Yeah. I
Okay.
fix computers for a living. What do you expect?
I'm gonna. Can we discuss how little she knows about business?
We gotta wrap
That-
this up. We're going.
She constantly.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
she constantly
We
discusses.
people.
It's like, all right, we need to discuss business. All right, what are we gonna throw in? All right, I was in a meeting discussing futures or mergers and acquisitions. What does that mean? That doesn't mean
Right?
anything.
She googled business
Yeah,
terms.
she's a business terms.
Futures.
Futures.
Yo! Speaking of Google, I'm so stoked right now. There was a point.
Okay, Google.
Shit. All right.
Oh, my phone's
So-
gonna activate. Stop.
On page like
Hell,
413.
mine's right next to me.
Yeah, page 413 from my book.
Oh.
She's like, Jose's
This was
pictures
over-
from the Heathman. She Googles Gray, and she sees pictures that
Wait.
like fucking Jose took, who's not important to the story at all. But she's like, how did they get on the internet? You know how they got on the goddamn internet?
Wait.
Literally anybody gets on the fucking internet. We're recording a podcast for no reason. It's on the internet.
It's probably
you
on the internet, I
stupid
know.
idiot.
Wait.
I'm so mad.
This book was over 400 pages? Fuck.
It's
Yeah.
500
It's all
pages.
500 of bullshit. Okay. They
Tom's
never go,
regrets.
They never go to Jose's photo shoot.
Yeah, she's
Poor
she,
Jose.
She says multiple times that she's like, I don't own a laptop. You're in 2011 and going to college. You don't own a laptop. Fuck you, idiot.
Yeah.
You own a laptop.
And she does like English or
Here's a
publishing or something.
BlackBerry.
Yeah,
Apparently,
seriously.
you don't know.
and she's
phone.
like, what's a
In
fucking
2000
smartphone?
Yeah.
Fuck this noise, and she throws it. No, that's not a thing in 2011.
Yeah.
And then she Googles
I hate her.
his name,
I
and
hate
she's
her.
like, those are the photos that he took. Duh! Anybody who takes photos shows up on Google. If I Google my name right now, Tristan Walsh, fucking pictures of my face show up.
All right,
Hey,
Fuck you,
You
idiot.
Google my name, you get 5 billion results.
That's because your name's James
Of
Francis.
Jay Fran's face, and you're like, what?
Look at that face. Who doesn't want that face?
She says that she loves him after less than 2 gosh darn weeks. You don't fucking know this man.
No.
You don't know shit.
All you know is that
lady.
he's super bad.
He's hot and he has money, but you love him.
Wait.
God dang it.
Speaking of the short time frame, so what? She gets on the pill. Like 2 days later, after she's done bleeding, he's raw dogging on her.
yeah.
2
raw
days.
No, he was raw dogging her before she started the fucking pill.
Which I understand. If she's bleeding, it's okay.
Dicks, Noel.
If she's bleeding, it's pretty much okay because like you can't get pregnant during that time. But wait a second. Afterwards, she's not done bleeding anymore. And you're raw dogging her, bro.
Yo.
Yeah.
We're going a little long, and I don't want to make it too long.
I have one positive for this book.
All right.
All right, he's always like doing his thing, whatever he's doing, and she's always just throwing out orgasms. She's throwing out orgasms.
Boosh,
Bam,
boosh,
bam, bam.
orgasm.
You notice like whenever he like inserts inside of her, like he comes within the next like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Which-
she's just
oh,
like,
realistic. All right, thank you.
Yo,
you.
Tom,
Thank you.
every time she jizzes, he's like, nah, I feel like I gotta jizz because I feel
Yeah.
like I'm part of this.
Yeah,
Alright,
he was
I-
in me for 15 seconds. I come. Realistic. Thank you. Thank you.
I do-
Oh, it's
Good
about
high five.
time.
Yeah,
Hell.
that's nice.
It's about time.
I do got one positive. Guys, listen to this with your girlfriends. You will agree. That's the only way to make this go through.
I've learned.
Get laid.
Yo,
I've learned so much.
don't read it to your girlfriends because she'll be mad.
Yeah.
She'll get mad if you read
Listen
it
to
her.
it with
Yeah.
them.
I did that. Yo, I want to bring this up. Just this is the last thing.
All right.
So let's get to the ending.
All right.
Can we get to the ending real quick?
Oh my
what?
god.
I hate you.
How?
Oh.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, everybody made noise because the big
I
goddamn
thought that
deal.
was a good idea.
How have we not
So
discussed the ending?
So the last part of the last part of the book,
Very
is
last chapter.
she has him slap her ass with a belt.
Yeah.
And she
Way
goes,
too hard.
yeah, super hard. Like go full force, bro.
You're trying to cleave someone in half with a sword.
Yeah.
Imagine
I
that.
want to
he's
know
just
how
like-
much it can hurt.
How much
Nice.
is touching you
And then he's
hurt?
just like, cool. Yeah. man. So he slaps the shit out of her ass, and she's like, that's too much.
Fuck you.
This is weird. I'm leaving. And then the book's over.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
The book ends with her crying in her bed.
She cries in her bed.
Now, that's obviously to try to get you to read the next book. But
Commercialism, people. Commercialism.
Right.
fuck you. I'm not
Like
reading
right
the next
here.
one.
Like if you read this book's Singularity,
Yeah, it's
it's
terrible.
just like you read 500 pages that amounts to this goddamn nothing. I'm so mad I punched my mind.
I've done it like 4 times. Don't worry
So
about
you
it.
like you
Means
read the whole
nothing.
book. It's 520 pages. And what
Fuck.
happens at the end? She cries and she's like, man, he's too weird for me, and then that's it.
The fact that it took 500 pages to get to that.
Yeah.
Oh,
As a
God.
man who didn't give a shit, I threw my book against the fucking wall and went, "Why am I reading this? I hate everything." Ah!
I feel
Yeah,
you.
I didn't like it either.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
how did you want it to end?
I got to the ending and swiped on my Kindle. I was like, no, there's another page.
There's another page.
Clearly, that's not how they would end this.
Are we getting to our
garbage.
next section?
Oh, we're going to.
I think
Let's
it's
all
time.
cheers again.
Hey!
I'm
Shit.
out of
Cheers.
alcohol.
Jacob has nothing.
I'm out of alcohol. High five.
High five.
Tom has my beer. Yeah.
Why did you take Tristan's beer?
Double super toast.
He wanted a super toast. So the fact of the matter is,
What
we
do we
are
have
at
left?
the point where we do our alternate takes and/or endings and/or.
This is my
just
favorite
like
part.
Sequel or
make
sequel.
Up sequel. Make up something that happened because the fact of the matter is, the book to us was not very
It
good.
was unfinished.
No.
The ending could have been changed.
Now, gentlemen,
Oh, yeah.
do you mind if I start? Okay. I didn't just write an alternate ending.
Did
or
beer just come out of your
Yeah,
nose,
I like
Tristan?
that. I like that Tom just went, "Do you mind if I start?" Okay. And then he just went, and we all just stood there like,
I'm not asking
"What?"
permission.
Yeah, it's like beer almost came out of my nose just for the hilarity of that.
First
matter.
off,
Just
it came
for the
out of
funsies.
the funsies of it for what?
Tell your thing.
I need a
You need to follow sentences with
The
sir from now
funsies of
on.
my thing. Yeah. That
Oh,
was
with
it.
sir. Anyway, so I didn't write the usual either. Also, you spilt beer everything.
Noob.
So normally we do an alternate ending or a sequel. Instead, like this book was obviously unfinished, shitty ending.
Yeah.
I wrote.
Yeah, this was commercialism at its finest, folks.
I wrote the paragraph or two that were to follow it that would close the book off.
Here it comes.
And I were to follow it in the normal style she's writing.
Oh.
All right. So please tell me what you think.
Alright.
I wake up the next morning to the smell of pancakes. I wander downstairs. Oh my God. Christian is there wearing nothing but jeans and a white linen shirt. He flips a
White
pancake.
linen.
He flips a pancake in the air and my body curls in on itself. I feel the wave of raw sexuality crashing over me, especially down there. His eyes meet mine and my breath hitches. What are you doing? I murmur. Stop murmuring, he murmurs sardonically. Who am I kidding? I would do anything for this Grecian god standing in my kitchen. I am his and he is mine. He looks back at the pancake and murmurs acidly, chocolate chips? I fight back the tears as my inner goddess begins to vomit and my subconscious looks on in an I told you so manner. It's then I realize we are from two different worlds and this will never work. I must seem an alien to him. Smoky, dusty, stony, silvery, shady, pearly, piercing, heavenly gray eyes. They soften. They soften. And he says, "No problem, babies. I'll hold the choco chips," he murmurs. All right, my legs feel like jello. The love of my life is standing 5 feet away, and all I can think about is how I never want to leave him for a minute. I have found my purpose in life, and it is to be everything Christian will ever need. I like bananas in mine, sir. Holy shit! Was Taylor sitting at the kitchen table this whole time? And that's how the book ends.
That's the ending of the
That's
book.
the ending.
As opposed to
The shitty ending that was
Yeah, the shitty ending indeed. Oh wow.
Taylor is everywhere. Oh, I gotta suppress something right down here right now because I've got a hard on right now.
Wow.
All right, who's J Friend? Oh no, please,
Jacob.
please,
Jacob, read yours, please.
Tell me your alternate
Your
ending
alternate
and or
ending
sequel,
and or, like-
whatever you got.
All right. Normally,
good one, Tom.
all right. Normally, the ending of a book is happy and has catharsis.
Yes.
Not this gosh darn book.
We both drank it.
So in this book, Anna
have
pleads.
fun cleaning that up.
High five. Anna pleads to Christian
Yes.
Got it.
to show her just how hard
Jay Friend, you're next.
this bullshit can be.
Oh, hard.
So he takes her into the room of pain.
You mean
And
pleasure?
He takes out his belt to punish her as hard as he can, but
What?
he stops.
In the butt.
Oh no.
He caresses her buttocks.
He never did anal.
Like he always does.
I was
He,
so bored.
he caresses her buttocks like he does every time before he's about to strike her. He caresses her, then he removes his hand. She waits. She continues to wait. For eons, she continues to wait.
She waits for the millennium of time.
It feels like a millennium, like every other goddamn time. And he kisses her. He decides, I don't need to hit you. Just your surrender is enough. I don't want to hurt you anymore.
Tom, do you need to change your pants?
3 times over already.
Oh, jizz like 6 times. I'm
You're-
super jizzy.
You're so... Christian says to her, you're so gosh darn special in every way that I don't need to hurt anyone anymore. And they hug
Over and
kiss,
over.
and they go off and murmur together
Forever.
sporadically for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And they're happy in
Alright.
vanilla sex.
No.
In vanilla
Before-
sex.
The end.
Before Jay Frank goes, what is your idea of a murmur, Tom? Okay. Jay Frank,
Hell.
what's your murmur?
Before I go,
Wait, give us a murmur. Give us
No,
a murmur.
murmur.
Before
what's
I
a
go,
murmur?
before
No,
I go.
Jacob.
Jacob, give us
What's
a murmur.
Or you know, okay,
All right, so everybody read that as a mumble.
All right,
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
everyone is a robot
Yeah.
in this book.
Before I go, I have a question. Did
Yes?
anyone else get off during this book?
No, I jizzed like 6 times.
6 times at least.
Yeah, I
6
jizzed
times.
6 times in Tom's mouth.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Can I get an A? Can I get an A right here?
Did you get an A on that one?
I got an A on that one.
I
got
never
an A on
going to
that
talk
one.
about that. Yo, Jay friend.
All
I
right.
got a boner
What's
one
your
time.
Tell us your alternate and or sequel. What are you shooting for, J Fan?
The alternating AIDS.
One word ends the book.
Wait, who got AIDS? Someone
Christian
got-
had AIDS before the whole shit
He had
started.
15
No, he
subs.
won 15 subs. That's a lot of AIDS props, maybe.
He broke his contract, but it's not real, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome,
give a
Anna. You got
shit.
AIDS.
Welcome to
Oh,
the real
Christ.
world.
Ah,
I had to pick
AIDS.
mine off of the floor.
Fuck, that's some real shit, Jay friend. He got AIDS. He gave her AIDS. The end? Is that
Yeah.
your
Yup.
thing?
Not even HIV. He skipped HIV and went straight to AIDS.
Skipped HIV. Not even HIV. Straight AIDS.
Straight AIDS.
Fucking
I know
AIDS.
it's possible, but it is. Thanks to the world of 50 Shades of something or other.
That reminds
Unprotected
me of
sex,
things I
people.
wanted to talk
With a
about.
virgin.
What do you want to talk about?
Shit happens.
No.
It's too late. It's too
No, we
late.
can't. It's Tristan's turn.
Welcome
Even though
to
it's
Tristan's turns, you fucking nerds.
Boo.
And now
Idiot.
Hey,
Tristan
what's
is
today's
blind.
date? 27th?
For those playing the home game,
Yeah.
Tristan
12.
threw
I
his
can't read
glasses.
this. All
Hell, I
right.
can't fucking see.
We're at the point where Tristan reads his. I'm going to read it. This was neither an alternate take nor a sequel.
Do you mind if I
What?
take the position that I take when I'm reading this book?
Anal?
Hands down the pants.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go.
Everyone else.
This was.
Oh, we have. Fuck, I
segment
don't want
of
to
the
take my
book.
clothes off.
This is actually a
I'm
segment
hot,
of
but
the
I
book
wanna
I
take my
found
fucking clothes
was not included because it was too risque.
Ooh.
And they did not include it.
Perfect.
I will read it for you now.
All right, go.
I'm glad I found it. She's ready.
Oh, it's already came.
My 50 Shades murmurs from the open doorway.
Fucked up.
Oh crap, I forgot that it was finally time to meet her. The dreaded Mrs. R. that stole away the young, innocent, tiny, little, childlike baby boy that was Christian Grey.
15
As
years
I
old.
as I tentatively walk slowly across the immaculate sandstone floor.
Say it sexually. Say it sexually.
As I'm tentatively walking through the slowly
Tentacles.
across the immaculate sandstone floor into the strange new playground, I'm caught off guard.
Are we in
Hey,
the
butt
band?
nugget! I'm caught off guard. The heady smell of patchouli and day-old cigarettes wafts into my nostrils. So you're the little lady who's eating my sweet boy fruit nowadays, eh? My mouth turns into a hard line. I come back sardonically. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to taste. Her mouth made a hard, impassive line. Graze 2. You know what? Everybody's mouth went like fucking horizontal as shit.
Everyone's thin line.
Everybody was so super hard lines all across.
Can we give the main camera a hard line right now? This was all the sex in that book. It was like that.
Whatever, lady. I'm just here to do some crazy sex shit. I'm gonna bang you too in your harlots. You fucking
Is that
idiot.
Danny DeVito as the penguin? That was Danny
Bang or
DeVito.
fuck. They never say
Shut
the
up.
word bang. They
Yeah.
always say the word fuck.
That's why I see the lead scene, J-Fred.
I only
What do
fuck.
My inner goddess is positively ecstatic at the thought. She jumps up and down repeatedly.
I hate her. I hate her. Fuck her, guys.
Her sex pressed into a hard line. I
Anyone,
guess she has a boner now. My inner goddess has a dick.
anyone curious about multiple personality disorder?
We never talked about that.
My subconscious is probably being annoyed or something. I don't know. Her shriveled thumb brushes my bottom lip. Jesus loves you more than you'll know, she murmurs. A button on a CD player is pressed. And this serene ocean song begins to blare forth from the audio monitors in the playroom. What is this? I ask questionably. My subconscious scolds me for being a general twit. I feel as though I've heard Christian play this on the piano one early morning. It's 2 pages long.
All right.
It's Raining Blood by Slayer, he murmurs.
I fucking love that song.
Such a melancholy melody. His head cocks. His lip quirks up in his half smile. Bed, he orders. I am forcibly strapped to the bedpost as the guitars come in. Whoa, 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 I snort as it comes wrapped around my delicate hands. My 50 shades. I whisper something into Robinson's ear. No doubt something... No doubt something conniving as she's a bitch, and the reason he won't love me is because she's a weird pedophile. My subconscious warns, but my inner goddess, she just wants to bang a 15-year-old too.
How long did Tristan spend on this? This is so
Like
long.
10 minutes.
How many
Keep
immoral
going.
thoughts
Keep going.
went
I'm
through his
almost
head?
there. I'm almost there.
As I sat lost in my own mind, they finished their
I
chart.
need a new pair
God
of
bless
panties.
you, please, Mrs. Robinson, he murmurs. His voice is super seductive as my sex is wet as all hell now. Because apparently I just get turned on by him instantaneously, 24/7. Then there's probably an in-detail sex scene, then they bang. Something like he really probably starts to move fast and hard and large
really
and thrusting
How many pair of panties did these people go through?
into me over and over. Implacable. Pushing me until I'm close to the edge. Again I whisper, Mrs. Robinson is slowly pouring wax across my bare breast. The sensation is palpable.
Wait, I thought they set me on fire.
Where am I? She murmurs.
Where am I?
She murmurs.
She murmurs that. Where am I?
She murmurs. She murmurs.
I don't remember.
She murmurs quietly into the air. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. She murmurs continues into me as the drums and guitar reach their full climax, creating my structure. Now I shall reign in blood! The speakers boom, the tension and lust is high. We're
Those
banging
sheets
like,
are ruined.
we're banging like super duper like hot right now. Am I right? Come for me, baby. His voice is harsh, hard, raw at my ear. I explode around him as he pounds rapidly into me. The guitar solo rings out as my body succumbs to the pleasure. Raining blood, wailing into me. Slayer's really good. The fuck? He whispers, and then he thrusts once hard more, and he groans as he reaches climax, pressing himself into me. Then he stills his body rigid. Mrs. Robinson laughs sardonically from above my body. How is that, my beauties? Hey. Christian murmurs. Hey. Anna murmurs. Hey. Robinson murmurs. Hey. 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 We all murmur.
Da-da-da-da,
Then the end of Running Blonde runs into the night, listing off through the stars. And then Anna asks too many questions this early of a relationship and chastises herself like a dumb nerd, fucking idiot. Why does she keep asking questions? I hate her! Ah! The end.
I finished at least twice.
Only twice, Tom? Only twice?
Only twice.
No,
I have
I
some
can't
constraint.
help but feel the jizz on my thighs.
Can you please rewrite the next one?
How many
call it?
how many pairs of pants did you guys have to change?
So
That-
we're doing
All
a
right,
sequel. You
First
ready?
Tom's question.
We're
50
doing a,
Shades of Raining
we're doing
Blood.
a we're doing a sequel.
Second question. Yeah.
All right, we're doing a
That's for
sequel.
you.
50
That's for
Shades.
you, Jay Fred.
50 Shades of what?
Blue.
50 Shades of what?
Anal.
50 Shades of stupid. 50 Shades of
50 Shades of Raining Blood by Slayer.
Hey now.
I'm pretty sure this is a metal song, but
Slayer was
I'm so drunk.
Slayer
Wow!
Whoa.
50 Shades.
Yeah, we did it, guys. We got through 50 Shades of Grey.
We did.
I hope you guys didn't read it.
I hope.
I hope you did. I hope you did. I hope you did.
Thanks.
Only if you have a vagina.
Yeah. Or a penis.
Oh, yeah.
Or both. Or neither.
Then apparently, if you have a vagina, it's great. Apparently. I
Yo,
think it's stupid.
Even if you, then there's probably an in detail sex scene as they bang.
You can do whatever
So
you want.
live your life, whatever. Hey,
Exactly.
who gets to pick the next book? Me.
You.
Tristan.
And what are you picking?
I'm picking Rant.
Exactly.
By the guy who wrote that book. You know the book. It's Rant. By the way, guys, read the book. Thanks.
Wait,
for
what's
liking-
the full title of
Fight
it? Rant
Club.
what?
The guy who wrote Fight Club.
An autobiography of Buster something.
Buster
Rant.
Brown.
Rub,
Buster Brown.
rub on till he comes. The end. Hey, thanks for listening. Like us on Facebook. Share the iTunes. Tell your grandma. I bet
Also-
she likes fucking people and 50 Shades
Right.
of Grey. That whore.
Also YouTube now, because we're video.
Hey, just in
Can't
case
get
you were
wrong with
wondering,
you fucking YouTube.
just in case you were wondering what the book is actually called, I actually just bought it on Kindle because I feel bad that we haven't told you
fucking
You
whore.
paid for this, motherfucker?
for the next book.
Ian looks
Yeah.
super sensual in that pose right now.
It's called Rant, an oral.
I wish there was a camera.
All right, the next book is called Rant, an oral biography of Buster Casey, chosen by Tristan Walls.
Me, I picked it. Good book.
Written by the guy who did Fight Club.
Bye. I'll see you next time, nerd.